Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is boy Princetreppe back with another unboxing video. Today we're here to unbox the Asus ROG Zephyrus. If you've been following me on my YouTube channel, I've been starting to get into some PC gaming, but I'm starting off like PC gaming light for me. Just start off with a nice gaming laptop and I enjoy it. Then I'll go big, go home, go for the premium, get that 3080 maxed out, whatever the 3080 best 3080 is at the time in a desktop, if I can find it. Obviously, you know how that market is, and go there and just be done with it. But for right now, I just want to start off with a nice, good gaming laptop. I previously had a 2060, didn't like performance, took it back, got a 2070 in an Omen line, and right before it got to my house, I saw all this stuff about 37. I was like, oh, come on, don't tell me. I looked it up, find out 37 is just released. You using last year's model, this is antiquated, out of date. Don't even open it. I took it right back, returned it, waited a couple of days, and I got it just came out for pre-order, so I pre-ordered it. Supposed to come out February 15th, but they moved it up to February 9th, which works for me. So we got it, and how are we going to do unboxing on it? Let's go. Well, actually, let me talk about it a little bit. So this system, I'll show some specs here. This system comes with a 1440p display with 165 hertz, which I enjoy. Coming being a console gamer, I'm used to running like 4K or 1440p 30 or 60, so 165 hertz is more than good enough for me. Also, this comes with 16 gigs of memory. Now that's single channel, not dual channel. I kind of prefer it that way. That means I can just pop another 16 gig max out of 32 and be done with it, versus having like 8 gigs and you know the story. That's just not my preference. I can easily just buy another 16 to be done with and max it out. So I'm good with that. I mean, it's not everyone's preference, but that's mine. Also comes with a 1 terabyte SSD. That's pretty efficient. But what I did already purchase a 2 terabyte, which I'm gonna put inside this. It has an additional slot for it, so I'll put that in there, M2 slot. So I'll put that in there, and make sure I'll be using that as my primary storage device for gaming. It also comes with what else is on this thing? I think it's supposed to be Oculus Rift. Now I already have a PSVR. I don't really use it as much as I thought I would. Just haven't been any super hot games to use it on, but it's nice to just support it. So in case something comes out, or even I want to buy an Oculus Rift, I guess I could, but chances are I probably won't use it. Of course, standard Windows 10. I probably won't go for any better version of Windows, professional, anything like that. Probably Home Edition. So it is what it is. I know as far as the keyboard, I prefer a multi RGB keyboard. This one has a single zone RGB keyboard. It gets the job done, and as long as WSD whatever pops up, highlights a little overly highlight for me because I'm new to the thing. I don't have it. I kind of have it memorized, but it's nice to see it if you have to look down real quick. I'm good with that. Not that saying I'll probably be baby steps using certain games or using a controller, because some games just feel better controller. But I'll try to migrate to a keyboard and mouse. Do look for another video coming from me with a mouse unboxing. I did pick one up, so I'll unbox that for you as well. It comes with the latest Wi-Fi. I believe it's Wi-Fi 6, so that's it's a standard now. So that's good. They put it in there. It also comes with a surprisingly built-in fingerprint reader. I haven't used one of those in a long time on a laptop. I remember those in the old I think my first introduction of them was with like the ThinkPads. But they're good. I'll probably use it because it's there, but if it wasn't there, I wouldn't care. I mean, I can just type in password and be done with it. I'm good either way. I don't have to swipe. So either way, I'm good. Let's see anything else I'm missing that's in here. Obviously, the 3070, which is amazing. Now, this one is a 3070 mobile, guys. I think benchmarks, you can look them up yourself. Benchmarks might put it above a 2080, normal 2080 desktop. Pretty decently above it, not immensely above it, but decent enough above it. But it's nowhere near close to a 3070 desktop, so it's just not going to hit that. And that's because it's a mobile. It's the Max Q probably, so it's runs at lower power, better heat, better management of heat, so it can fit inside this the size of these laptops nowadays, these gaming laptops, that they come down to a nice, like they almost don't even look like gaming laptops, like regular laptops. So the fact that they actually fit that in there with that much power is incredible. Speaking of which, it's about a little over 4 pounds, like 4.2 or something like that. So that's pretty incredible, you ask me. Um, of course, and last but not least, and it's probably something else I might have missed, but I always want to mention it comes with a Ryzen 9 5900HS. Guys, this generation, until something comes out different from Intel, do not go with the Intels, go with the Ryzen. For gaming, they're going to be exactly what you want to be doing. I believe this one has probably 6 cores. I don't think it's 8 cores, probably 6 cores. But some of these, I think some of these new Intels come with 4 cores. Like, why would you put a 4 core CPU in a gaming laptop? Like, and at this price point is like almost like any price point above 15. Like, why would you even do it? 1500. This one's a little higher than that. It's at 17, almost 1800. So I'm like, well, why would you do it? Just don't do that. You know what I mean? But without further ado, enough rambling. Let's go. Let's lay this down for us. Actually, it's there. There we go. Did like the box though. The box was nice premium touch. I believe, I don't know if you guys can see this shimmer right here. Part of the back, and I'll show that when I get it out open. I think last year's had it really multicolored, the whole thing. I think half of it is like this, where you could, I guess it lights up, which is, it's a nice plus. You know, it's not a, you know, a seller, but it's a nice plus. So we can work with that. Okay, how do I get this open? Oh boy. Always this man versus box. Ooh, boy, I like that. Ooh, y'all gotta see this. Hold on. Look at that. And what I was noticing is that as you pull it out, it kind of just pops up for you. So that's kind of nice. Look at that, man. It just kind of pops up for you. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Just, ooh, premium, baby. I like that. Ooh. Okay. Let's say ROG, Republic of Gamers. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, man. Ooh, I just don't want to take it out. But we gotta take it out. All right. Ooh, just the craftsmanship. I mean, it's good. It's nice when they got the packaging right. You know, ain't nothing better than when you got the packaging right. Look at that. Look at that packaging, bro. I'll get to this. Let me just. This is just minor stuff probably here. The power cords and stuff. I tend to miss them. So, yeah, manual. Nothing special. Pretty good power cords and whatnot. It's deep RAM. I don't know how beefy this power cord is going to be. I know its big brother has a pretty beefy power cord. I'll put this on the side here for now. Oh, probably here. Yep, awesome. Ooh, that actually is pretty thick though. Little pause. Pause. But yeah, that's pretty beefy. Pause again. I'll put this on the side over here. Power cable for the adapter. I mean, that's basically it. I mean, it's what it is. So let me put this one down. I like this though. I like this. This honestly saved the box. It's worth that. It's definitely saved the box. Let's put you here. So people can see it. See that box. All right. Guess it's out of plastic. It comes with a nice. Drop all the fingerprints. Sorry. That's making any extra static on your end. I apologize. This thing don't want to come out. Guess I should have opened from this side too. Ooh, man, you like unwrapping that thing. Okay, I see you. Put you on the side over here. So this is nice. This is nice. So I was telling you about, guys. Ooh, look at that. You can see it from here. That is nice. That is really nice. I believe this got additional cooling over last year's model. So you got cooling vents right here and probably right here. I won't be opening this. My apologies, I just won't be. As far as opening the bottom to see the cooling vents and whatnot. Oh man, that is nice. y'all gotta see that. Y'all gotta see that. I sneak a peek, but y'all gotta see that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, man. Let me get this out the way for you. That's what I'm talking about. A nice Ryzen 9. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Very nice, very premium. I like that. I like how that lid opens up, not too much wobble. It's a little wobbly, but nothing to make or break you. I'm loving this. I like the sleek design. All right, so what I'll do now, I'll get you guys a nice little closer view of the ports. And guys, that's why I say I want to get you a nice, good close-up of these ports there. Obviously, you got your RJ45. I believe all these ports should be USB 3.0. Some of we got two USB-Cs. I think one of these USB-Cs can be used as if you have a like an AC power brick that's has enough wattage. I don't know the wattage on top of my head that can support it. You can actually power a laptop with that. Now, how much battery, how much life you'll get, how much I'm gonna drain that battery, I couldn't tell you. Now, I wish this port, this AC adapter was further back, but I guess they have so much cooling going on here. They kind of put it where they could put it, which is right here. Obviously, you got your HDMI port, obviously, and audio port. Some more nice ventilation. So that's how they keep these things nice and cool. All this extra, look, even more ventilation. Look at that. That is nice. And I like this symbol here, yo. Look at that. I like how they put that symbol in this. Look at that. Get you nice and close, but as close as I could. All right. All right. Again, we have, let me look at that again. Another USB and micro SD. Now, I like that they moved away from SD card reader because half of the time, if I have to choose between an SD card reader and a micro SD, I'm going micro SD. I mean, when I'm buying them, I'm going to buy a micro SD anyway, and then put it into an SD card reader so I can go either way, or put it in any device that supports anything. So it's nice that they jump straight to the micro SD slot, and it saves some space and just save me some time. All right, so I'm gonna take this back out now that y'all see all the ports. But let's give you, while you're here, I should give you a nice, even better close up of the keyboard. So it's nice and close. Like I'm not a keyboard enthusiast. I don't know if that's the right term for it. Like where like I notice, oh, it's too squishy, that's too mechanical. Like it's just a keyboard for me. Until I get to that point of PC gaming, it's just keyboard for me. I won't be using this because I'm just not a fan of touchpads for gaming. Like I will be using a gaming mouse, but obviously everyone needs the touchpad. I believe their top of the line has a touchpad on this side, so the keyboard is lowered down, touchpad on this side, and you have a second screen, which is amazing. But even at that point, I'll be using a mouse. So, all right, that's it for that. Let me take us back. Ooh, very nice, very nice. All right, guys. So I had some extra time after I was transitioning the camera back. So I took the time to I installed the. I got a 2 terabyte SSD that I installed. To my surprise, it did have I guess a screw to hold down the 2 terabyte 2 terabyte SSD in the additional SSD slot. However, I couldn't screw it out. I know if I put too much pressure on it, I would just grip the screw, and pushing down kind of started to almost feel like it was I could flex the board with too much pressure. So I was like, you know what? I just stopped. I was like, it's, you know how you put in the SSD, they kind of come up at an angle. So I just like, I've watched other people's videos of installing the storage, and it's like one guy said, hey, he didn't even have a screw, so I was prepared not to even see a screw there. The fact that I saw screws, I was like, yes, great, I see a screw, but this time I couldn't even get the screw out. So the fact that it kind of dangles, it's more of a nuisance, but it still works. Once you put the cover back on, it kind of still does hold it in place. So I'm like, the screw will be better, but I'm not gonna fight it. I'm not gonna try to get some kind of vice grip screw to just try to get it out and still end up not getting it out or break something. So I just left it alone. To my surprise, and not a good surprise, I have 16 gigs of memory on there, but it's 8 and 8. It's not on there. It's not on Best Buy spec sheet. Best Buy spec sheet just said, hey, it has 16 gigs of system RAM. I'm like, okay, so I've seen on Asus website that it's 16 on board, and then you can upgrade to another 16 for max of 32. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of makes sense. That's what I assumed it was. So I scroll down more through Best Buy site, and they have some tricky words that they're saying, like expandable memories, like uh 16, and you can it's like you can upgrade up to 16 um on board, or I'll have it here on the side. But either way, the way I read it, just like it seemed kind of off. Like, so are you saying that you're limited to 16 total, or you're trying to say that the external slot, I'm sorry, the memory slot that's not on board, the expansion slot for the memory, you can install an additional 16 on there? Because right now you put an 8 in there, which is misleading. And I'm like, I wish they were more clear on that. And I go on Asus website. So let me just double check that. So I go on Asus website, and for the who is it? The 503 QR version of this Asus, there's two flavors. There's a 512 and a 1 terabyte SSD that comes with it standard. So I said, okay, obviously I got the 1 terabyte. So let me look at this version that has, 16 gigs. It's 16's on board and max out at 32. Obviously saying that you can install into another slot another 16 and max out at 32. So I'm like, is this just like Best Buy's version of this model where they make a deal or with Asus, say, hey Asus, ship me those laptops, but put 8 on board, and then put another 8 in there. We'll call it 16 and call it a day. And that way they drop the price there in some way where they buy it in bulk from Asus, and then they resell it to us for the same price. I prefer not to see that. If that's a deal breaker for you guys, go straight to Asus website and buy it from them instead. If that's the best I can tell you. I'm probably not going to return it because I just don't feel like dealing with it. It just is what it is. I'm just not going to go through a whole return thing for that. I'll probably at some point so I have dual memory, dual lane. So that's the single lane. So that's a plus. But again, when I go to upgrade, I'm going to be limited to what's 16 and 8, like 24. So I'm even missing another 24. So I'm like, that's kind of disheartening. So I'm at most I could probably max out, instead of getting the actual max with the board probably supports, which is 32. I'll probably only get as far as 24. So it is what it is. I just wanted to let you guys know that. But other than that, it's a really good system, and gotta enjoy it. All right, guys, thanks for joining me on this unboxing video. I'm really glad I got this Asus. Honestly, if you know me, I'm more of an HP person, and that's why I kind of went with the Omen route the first time. And the more I compared them, the more I was like, the Omen it's just not hitting where it should be hitting. It got some nice features, and I'm sure and it got some nice UI stuff built in, but I'm sure that Asus has the same thing. I just haven't seen it yet. Because I haven't dug in the hood and see all the apps and stuff that just, proprietary to Asus. And I know Omen has the standard built-in webcam, which a good friend of mine got me a PC webcam. I was mostly going to use it for my Xbox, but I'll probably start using it for this when I do some streaming from this laptop. But the more I looked at them, and especially the game changer was that Ryzen 9, the new Omens 2021. As far as I know, until they make some new ones or come up with newer models, I don't see a Ryzen version. I was like, so I was sold at that point. Besides the fact that I should have been sold, but my bias is try to lean me toward the Omen. Asus was the brand to get last year. It just was, and it's the brand to get this year. I mean, that's the research I came up with for last year's, but so far this year, first quarter, it's the Asus. If you want to stay with under 2,000 price range, I think they have a Tough as well, which also comes with I believe a Ryzen. So definitely go with the Asus for this first quarter until something new comes out, until it switches it up, and they get the game together. I don't know. All right, guys. So again, like I said, thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, for your boy, because I'm out of here. Peace.